What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to another Fortnite video. In today's video, we're going to be going over how to guaranteed qualify for every single solo tournament you play. The gameplay in the background is not a tournament, it's just some pubs and a good win. You know, it's just there for background videos, alright? So, let's get right into it. The first way is optional, okay? And this is starting late. A lot of people used to do this, but now people kind of take their time seriously. See, if you start late, then chances are you're going to get into a lobby with a lot worse players, so you have a higher chance at winning your first game and getting up in points. Now, if this doesn't work for the first game you try that, don't get discouraged, okay? Because when you're actually at 0 points and you start late like that, it doesn't put you in with other people at 0 points. It actually puts you in lobbies with anyone from like 0 all the way up to probably 20 to 30. That's just a rough estimate, and I don't know for sure how much it is, but I do know that it's not other people with 0 points. So if you die off spawn, say you only get a couple points, then you will truthfully be in a bad lobby, and from there you of course get an easy game and an easy win. I used that strategy in my previous getting earnings video. The next step is figuring out the point system. Pretty much every tournament has its own unique scoring system. A lot of them are more placement heavy, a lot of them are more elims heavy. So you gotta figure out if you wanna play for placement or play for elims. You can check that by going into the tournament in the compete tab and then looking at tournament details. Or you could of course go on Fortnite Tracker and look at it that way. Now this leads me to my next step. The next step is looking at the previous week's points to qualify. A lot of times it's going to be around 115 to 120 points. That's the common area for solos at least. And usually solos are pretty placement heavy, not so much elim heavy. So from there you look at the points that you need to get and then you set a goal for how many points you want to aim for. So if it's about 110 to qualify, aim for 120. If it's 130, aim for 140. Pretty much just aim for about 10 to 15 extra points just to secure your qualification. And with that, make a plan of how you're going to get there. Again, if you look at the format of the tournament, you can say, okay, the first game I might try to get some kills and try to get a win so I can get all the placement points, and then from there I'm going to play only placement. Or if it's a W key only tournament, then you might as well just go for elims the whole time and hope for the best. So yeah, pretty much just figure out a plan of how you're going to get to the goal that you established that you want. The next tip is a very common tip that you hear from a lot of people and that you will hear a lot if you watch competitive Fortnite. And this tip is playing dead side of zone. For those of you that don't know, dead side is where the least amount of players are. So if you see all three of the medallions at one part of the circle and see a lot of fighting in that area, then you should try to go to the other end of the map. And once you get to that dead side, form your rotates off of that dead side. Basically stay in dead side as much as you can while also rotating the zone. That's pretty much the easy way to just avoid everybody and get all the placement points that you need. The next tip I have is simply use your brain. I hope a lot of you don't get offended by this. I'm not calling you stupid in any way, shape, or form, but use your brain. Don't take stupid fights. If you have max mats in a builds tournament, or in zero build you have 4 bunkers, all the mobility you need, max ammo, everything you need, then don't fight people. Because if you fight someone for that 1 point, you could miss out on like 20 plus placement points. It's honestly just not smart to do, and it's completely stupid. Now, going along with that, if you're in a scenario where you don't have max ammo, you don't have mats, and you're absolutely in shambles, yes, you're going to need to take a fight, and the reason for that is so you can get a refresh. Then after that, go back to playing smart and playing dead side of zone like I said before. Now the next tip I have is simply try your best not to be nervous. I know it's super hard, especially if you don't really play tournaments that much. You get into a fight and all that's in your mind is, what if I lose this and completely throw this game and miss out on a bunch of points and mess up my qualification? And truthfully, the best way to get over that is just by playing more tournaments and just trying to tell yourself it's just a normal game or it's just a ranked game. I know it's super hard not to get nervous, but as I said, with practice, you will get better with it and you won't be nervous in any of your fights. Now, going along with that, my next tip for you is just be as confident as you possibly can be. You need to go into fights telling yourself, I am better than this player and I am the best in this lobby. If you tell yourself this, you will find yourself winning a lot more fights and placing a lot better. Just like in anything else, confidence is key. If you have confidence in the goal you established for what points you want to get this tournament, you have confidence in your fighting, confidence in your builds, confidence in everything, I promise you the tournament will turn out a lot better than if you were in your head and upset the whole time. And there is a simple saying for not being nervous and being confident. That saying is being calm, cool, and collected. If you make sure you're calm, you're chill, you're confident in yourself, you will win a lot more fights. Now here is the last way you can guarantee your qualification, and this one is simply just practicing. There are so many creative maps with edits, aim, Ps, free builds, everything you need to train for tournaments. If you really just practice it and really put your time into it, you'll notice yourself improving in every tournament you play. So if you followed every single one of these steps, I guarantee you will qualify for your next tournament. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe as always, and I will see you guys on the next one. Peace out.